Tiramisu is honestly my favorite dessert, like hands down, favorite dessert. I love it, but I've always been super intimidated to make it. I like really got it perfected to make it simple. And you know, if it's not easy, I'm probably not going to do it. So I'll say this is easy plus.
So even I could do it because I'm not really much of a baker.
You'll be fine with this recipe, I promise.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get started. So we have 4 egg yolks and 1/4 cup of sugar. And then what you do is you just mix this for a long time, like a good
Like how long?
5 minutes.
Wow.
It's gotta be pale yellow and then really, really springy, which I'll show you.
Springy?
No, ribbony. You'll see, it's amazing. Okay, so come look at this.
Oh, it looks like a lemon pudding or a lemon cream or something, but like more runny than pudding.
Yeah, so it's like, it creates a ribbon.
Okay, I
So
cannot
that's it.
imagine how that becomes tiramisu, so you gotta show me
I
the next
know,
thing.
you're going to love it. So we're just gonna set this aside for a hot second. So this is like the rest of the filling. We
Okay.
have 3/4 cup of heavy cream and then 1 cup of mascarpone. And it really is a key ingredient. Don't think that you can substitute cream cheese, you cannot. You need to have the mascarpone. And then we have like 1/4 cup of sugar.
Okay.
So the heavy whipping cream and the sugar into the bowl.
Okay, you're
and
really
I'll get the
trusting me a
beaters.
lot here.
Whatever. There's no trusting. You're fine. And then you can just put the sugar in right away, and it still will get thick.
Really? Okay.
The heavy whipping cream can be cold.
I like the idea of measuring everything out before.
It's nice,
to cook
isn't
like
it?
that. Yeah.
It makes it so it's nicer. And then we just mix it up.
Okay.
It's gonna get stiff. Like not heavy stiff, but medium stiff. It might splash on your clothes, but that's part of cooking.
Yes.
To make messes. I think we're good. We're gonna add in the mascarpone now.
So this is just the cream and the sugar, kind of like butter, but with sugar.
Yeah.
Making butter with sugar.
Right, so if you're gonna make butter, you're not gonna add anything to it. So you just want this smooth. You're just gonna blend it till it's smooth.
Okay, it's not as splashy.
Splashy is such a good word. That's a really good word for today. So this is just incorporated really well. It's not lumpy. It's
Okay.
kind of smooth. So just scrape the egg in.
Wow, this isn't really that hard.
And we just want to fold this gently.
Yeah.
Folding is just a gentle, we're just going to gentle go over, under and
It's
around.
not like you're stirring it.
No. If you don't fold it, it's going to not be as fluffy. All right, we're going to now assemble this. So we have our mascarpone loveliness, about 24 lady fingers, and then this is 1 3/4 cup of an espresso or really, really strong coffee, and then this is 2 to 3 tablespoons of a coffee liqueur. All right, the part where people mostly mess up is here. So it is a
Okay, this
dip.
is like so much pressure because
No,
I need
it's
to learn
not.
how to make this because Savannah loves it.
That's it.
Oh,
And
so
then-
it's not like you're making French
Nope.
toast. You're not just
Nope. That's
swimming
it.
it in there.
No, it's
Okay.
a dip. Just a quick, and not even like shake it off a little bit because it'll get soggy. They get soggy so fast. That's it.
You know, I will probably make mine over soggy. Is it edible?
God. Yes.
Okay.
It's sugar.
Like it's not a waste.
rum.
If I am not getting the right amount of dip.
I don't think you can mess up tiramisu in my mind.
Okay. All right.
It's a beginner recipe. It really is. It's
Well,
very
this
easy.
version, because I've seen super
Yes.
hard versions.
Well, people complain about how long it takes, and there's
like,
no.
this wasn't very long.
No, but we've got about that much space. So we'll cut a couple like this. And dip them.
To make them fit
And then put the rounded edge like on that
out
side.
so that it's prettier.
Yeah. And then you layer half of this on. We're just gonna smooth this down. No. You ready for your layer?
Oh, I get to do it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna do a whole second layer.
Oh, I don't know. It's a lot of pressure.
Is it pressure cooking with me?
No, because I
Okay.
usually will just sit back and watch and be like the beautiful assistant.
I love it.
Okay, so really, you just stick your
Yeah.
fingers in there?
Yeah, you can lick them off after too if you want.
Well, you have to know I've been wanting to like take a bite this whole time because I'm like, wow, that looks really good. But, oh, that was probably too much, huh?
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. And then just put the sugar. There's a sugar side, and then put that on the top.
Oh, put the sugar side on the top. Oh,
Yeah.
there is 2 different sides. Oh, that one's definitely too mushy.
Well, it's fine.
All right. That was too little, probably.
Probably. I don't know. Didn't.
Oh, then it's gonna be really mushy. Sorry, whoever's gonna eat this.
We are. We're gonna love
gonna
it.
be
Every
mushy.
bite. It's gonna be fine. You can go
Okay.
all the way down.
All the way.
A full dunk. It's like a baptism. It's a baptism. It's completely by immersion.
This is like okay, look, because I am a timid cook, and this is actually not that hard.
No,
like
it's
I would
not.
actually go home and do this. Savannah's
Yeah.
gonna be so excited that I know how to make this dessert.
Okay, that is my goal with cooking. My goal is to show people how and then go.
Like for someone who doesn't even cook, like you cook and you enjoy it, and you love how you feel over and all that.
Yes, I always call myself Babe Ruth, with both Babe Ruth in the kitchen because I can do a home run, but I sure strike out a lot. Okay, guess what we're gonna do with this now?
What?
This goes in the fridge for about 4 hours minimum, I would say. You really want those
Really?
flavors to combine. We can
Okay.
actually taste it if you wanted.
Oh, I'm gonna taste it. Well, oh, that's good.
It is good, huh?
You know what? I just think, like, really truly, our relationship just sort of evolved over time, right? We went through all kinds of things together.
I know.
We have all that history, right?
No, I
Anyway.
loved it. I've loved raising kids with you, honestly. I've loved it.
And they're my bonus kids.
I
That's
know,
what
same.
I call
That's
them.
what I call mine too. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'd cook with you and raise kids with you. You got
Yeah.
it. Done. So the tiramisu has been in the fridge for like 4 hours already.
Okay, so can you leave it longer than 4 hours? Like, could I do it the night before?
Yes.
'Cause, you know, I
it's
don't
just gonna
have-
get better.
It got all smooth and pretty and all
Cool, it
settled.
settles, right? Perfect. The original recipe calls for cocoa powder. You just dust it with
Okay,
cocoa
that's
powder.
how I think I've always had it.
Yeah, but that's disgusting. I like
Oh.
chocolate.
Well, no, I mean, I'm looking at this, I'm like,
yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna grate the chocolate.
I'm seriously going home and making this for Savannah.
Should you see how that looks? Oh.
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
Oh, see? That looks cool.
All right, let's sprinkle that on. Go
Okay.
for it.
Me?
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Okay, see,
You're doing
I
great.
do think I would like this more than the cocoa, personally.
Almonds, right?
Yeah.
So these are toasted almonds. I thought that'd be kind of like a nice flavor.
Yeah.
I think original regular tiramisu is just the cocoa powder and you leave it. But once the recipe enters your home, do with
I
it
kind of
whatever
like
you will.
that approach. But you know, so like for me, whenever I make these, I always worry about lining up my cuts with the cookies. Okay, I'm such a basic cook.
You know what?
but
It doesn't matter.
because it's gonna still cut regardless, because the cookies have gotten soft.
All right, try this.
Wow.
So that extra tablespoon of the rum, do you like it? A little
I would
stronger?
even do a little more.
Thanks for coming and cooking with me.
Most of my children's favorite foods are ones that you cook. So
That's funny.
You know what? I'm really
Except for
glad.
your monster pancakes. It took us a few years because we're so different. We're so different.
And I had to learn to relax and just be like, hey, it's all good. Everybody's gonna do it a different way.
And I had to learn how to let you also take charge because I'm a take charge person, and letting you take charge too, I think was an important thing for the kitchen as well.
So anyway,
Really,
I'm gonna finish the rest of this.
I am too. I am too. Gosh, yes.
Oh, it's good.
Mikkelty and Tony make the best Mexican food. I mean, they just do. They're gonna make street tacos, but with their street tacos, they make pico. They specifically want 3 Roma tomatoes. What you're looking for is a really good color, and then the firmness is really important with Roma tomatoes. So just 3 of those. So the next thing that we're going to get are the onions for the pico. Mikkelty said 1 white onion. Then we need cilantro. I don't know if you're supposed to roll your R, but who knows. So we want 3 bunches of cilantro. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know if she needs serrano peppers or jalapeno peppers. We're just gonna get both. So we're gonna get 2 serrano peppers. We're just gonna get 2 of these too, because I don't know. We're just gonna get, she just wants 1 lime, but I also need some limes, so I'm gonna get more limes. And then the last thing that we need are tomatillos. And that's what these are. They have this really, like, the skin on top of them. So we want about 5 tomatillos. Okay, so we have everything for our pico, and we have everything for the salsa verde, so we're good. Let's go cook. The only tacos that I ever made before Tony came to the family were the ground beef with taco seasoning mix. And then Tony looked at them and he cried a little bit inside. And he's like, those are not tacos. McKelty learned how to make actually the best tacos ever. They're street tacos.
Yeah, I learned them from my mother and father-in-law.
So that's what we're going to learn how to make today, is street tacos, McKelty and Tony style. So we're just gonna start with some prep. I really have no idea what to do, so I'm going to leave it up to these guys to tell me what to do.
Go ahead and season the steak.
I'm gonna season it with some salt.
Okay.
If you want to be fancy, you can do it like Salt Bae, like this.
So it's garlic powder and salt versus, or you can do garlic salt.
Yes.
And that's it.
Exactly.
That's the only thing. And this is a flank
it.
steak?
That's it.
It's a flank steak.
This is beef flank. After you season it, you throw it on.
Do you have to prepare the grill, like spray it or anything?
No. I mean, if you want to get real good with it, you take a half-cut onion, you clean the grill with it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you throw it on so that the gradient is against the grain, of course.
Oh, okay.
So it looks all nice and pretty.
Okay. I mean, this is beautiful out here, but what if like you don't have a grill? Can you cook it on top of the stove or in the oven? What are other ways to cook it?
I have made it on a griddle cast iron that goes over the stove.
Oh, okay.
And that can be really yummy.
So how long did you cook it for?
About 5 minutes each side, and that should give us a medium rare texture.
Yes, I do like medium rare.
Which is the idea.
Cool. I want to look at it. Can
That's how
I
you
look
eat
at
your
it?
meat. Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, is it ready to turn?
Yeah.
How would you know?
So the edges will be cooked, and then you'll start to see some liquid go through it.
Oh, I think it's bubbling right there and right there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, done. That's cool. There we go. Okay, awesome. Then just cook it again.
Yep, 5 minutes. I think it's probably done.
Sweet! Oh, looks delicious.
Doesn't compare to ground beef. Come on, look at this. Heck yeah. We're back.
We grilled steak.
Yum.
I'm gonna let it rest back here, okay?
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm just cutting up some limes for the garnish for once the tacos are done. Okay, so we're gonna do the salsa verde with the
Great.
tomatillos and serrano pepper. We're just gonna take the stem off and put it right into water.
This is exactly how I like it. This is my favorite thing that McKelty makes right here.
Salsa
The
verde?
Yes, hands down. This is my favorite.
You
I
like
put
it
this on
fresh too.
everything.
You like it warm.
Yes, I like it warm. I like it fresh. I like it on everything.
Okay, let's put it in the water. When the color of the tomato changes from that bright green to more of like a mushy green, that's when it's done.
What is the color of your shirt?
When it's the color of my shirt, it's
Okay,
done.
it's done.
I'm gonna have you make pico.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so just go ahead and you're gonna just cut the white onion up really, really small. A trick though, if you're cutting onions and you don't wanna cry, is to put a piece of bread in your mouth between your lips while you're cutting the onions. That's beautiful. All right, tomatoes. All right, so you want to keep the tomatoes kind of small. You're gonna match the size of the onion basically, and then they can just go right into the bowl for the pico.
Then this can go in?
Yep, just
Just
don't throw
some?
the whole thing in, just do, yeah.
I'm just gonna throw in the lime now.
Yeah, throw in the lime. So I'm gonna cut up the jalapeno, and it adds a little bit of a spice, but because it's the big jalapeno, it's not that spicy.
Okay.
Serrano peppers are the little ones, and they will add a kick. That's why we use the serrano pepper in the salsa verde, and the jalapeno in the pico.
This could be good.
Nice.
You're gonna cry when you eat this, I'm so excited.
That's a terrible
Okay.
thing to say.
Let's go ahead and check on the salsa verde though.
Ah, look, those
Okay,
changed
so the colors
Oh, they're
changed.
bursting. So just strain this into the colander.
Yep, just straight into the colander.
Okay. And just
And
dump
then
it
just
into
dump
here.
it into the blender.
Okay. Nice.
Awesome. So go ahead and add garlic. I
Just
like a
one
garlic clove.
Just
Is
like
good.
this.
It just adds some nice flavor, and then just a couple pinches of salt. And now once it's all in there, go ahead and turn on the blender, and you're gonna blend it until it looks just creamy.
Okay.
So it's usually like a minute or so is how long you blend it.
Smell it.
That's amazing.
Does it smell strong?
Okay, so that's very mild. That's mild. Go ahead and dump that into
that bowl?
This bowl. And that's the salsa
beautiful.
verde. I love how easy the salsa verde
Yeah,
recipe
it's so
is.
good. It's on. I want it on everything.
All right, let's finish up the pico.
Okay, perfect.
It's like one bunch of cilantro. Okay, go ahead and add the cilantro into the pico.
Oh, it smells so good. This is really one of my favorite scents ever. I would wash myself with this.
You would wash yourself with cilantro? That's a good way to get a
much.
man.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, okay. Okay.
All right, mix it all together and then it's done.
Perfect.
Now we get to do the fun part.
What's that?
Assembling it and actually eating the food.
I believe the steak has sat enough.
What's the whole sitting situation?
Well, you gotta let the meat retain its juice. So you gotta let it sit for a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you just cut it up, everything's gonna flow out of it.
I'm gonna put the tortillas on the grill and start grilling them up.
Okay, so
Is
you
that
gotta
against the grain?
You gotta cut against the grain, so the grain's this, right?
How can
We're
you
gonna
tell?
cut against
Oh,
it.
you can tell.
These lines.
The lines.
Oh, that looks so good.
looks
Look at that
amazing.
nice medium rare.
So if I want to take it and cube it, that's okay? Or would that be insulting?
Mom, guess what? You have this roll that we grew up with. It's
I'm
like
going to cut it how I
anytime-
freaking want.
Anytime a recipe enters your house, you can change it and morph it and it becomes yours. I like to do one open face tortilla because it tastes better than like a quesadilla style. So grilling the tortilla, making it warm, flipping it, and then I put some cheese on it, some mozzarella cheese.
So you're making quesadillas.
So we're making open face quesadillas
Okay, awesome.
because cheese makes everything better.
There, can I cut them smaller like that so it can hurt your fingers? You're going to cry inside?
I am gonna cut inside.
You just eat it like that?
Just don't put taco seasoning on it.
Done, okay?
Yeah, that'd be horrible.
But how is it going to taste like tacos if it doesn't have taco seasoning?
Oh my
Mom!
Do you want me to get
Red
canned
pepper
cheese and
flakes.
spray it on the tortilla? Oh,
Oh, that sounds
come on, bro.
gross.
Oh, they've got to be done.
I mean, they can be. So Tony likes it nice and crispy, kind of like a tostada.
That's perfect.
I like it a little bit colored. So
That's perfect.
we'll go ahead and take them off.
You want to assemble them, Christine?
Yes.
You can make them look pretty. It's your
Yes.
favorite thing.
And then we have a little bit of the pico.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice and pretty. It's beautiful, Mom.
How much do you like?
That's perfect. Yeah, just a spoon drizzled on. Yeah, and then lime's a really nice thing for touch it for a little bit more of the flavor. You put the lime in the pico.
It's
and
optional.
it really
Done?
gorgeous.
Okay, guess what? That's it!
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Better than ground beef, huh? Yeah. No taco seasoning now.
Everything's better than ground beef, but especially these.
These are freaking amazing. Good grief, they're so easy.
Piece of cake.
It's vibrant, it's amazing. I would say, comparison with the ground beef. If, just kidding, it's off the
Whoa,
scale.
there's no
way.
comparison.
Were you gonna
There's
try?
no comparison. This is so much better than ground beef, even with taco seasoning. Bread seems like it is such a complicated thing to make, but I'm going to show you a no-fail recipe. It's actually called no-knead bread. You don't have to knead it, and it's amazing, and everybody can make this recipe. Everyone. So to help me today is Aspen, my oldest, and she's actually really makes bread. She makes fantastic bread.
I do.
She
I
does.
like making bread. It's fun and nerve-wracking. I don't need it mine either though. But if the house is too cold or too hot, it like affects things too.
The thing that's most particular is the temperature of the water. So you just make sure this is room temperature. So you put your finger in it. You can't really feel it. It's the water and then 2.5 tablespoons of yeast. We're just gonna dump them in this bowl.
And you want to stir it?
Yeah, just stir it gently. You don't need too much. With
Sounds
rolls,
good.
we always add sugar at this point, but you don't have to. It's gonna activate on its own. I'm gonna start cracking eggs into the bowl. If you want to unwrap that butter, it's a 1/2 cup of butter, and put that in the pan, we're gonna melt it. Okay? That smells good. I love the smell of melting butter. All right, let's each crack an egg. It's just 2 eggs.
Perfect.
All right, if you want to mix it up with a fork, and it's 4 teaspoons of salt. Go ahead and mix up the eggs. And it seems like a lot, but you can't taste it.
All the way? Like
Yeah.
scrambled eggs?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
4 teaspoons. All right, melted?
Yep,
Cool.
we're good.
So take that and go and pour it into here. And then pour the butter into here. And then what you've done is you've greased the measuring spoon enough so when you pour in the honey, it doesn't stick to the sides.
How much honey?
1/2 cup.
That's a lot of honey.
But that's so impatient. You don't have to be that patient. This is the impatient way. There you go. Yeah, 1/2 cup of honey. Okay, perfect. All right, and then just pour that into here.
Oh, this part is the part that is not.
It's almost one of my favorite
as
parts.
messy.
Because the oil doesn't make it stick, you know? We'll just scrape all that goodness out.
I feel like I know the taste of the bread we're making.
You do know the taste.
I
of
just
it.
have never made it.
So the yeast is, I think we're good, right? Look at
Yeah.
it.
I think it's the smell.
Yeah, you can smell
Like
that.
bubbly and
Yeah.
has a yeasty smell.
So let's go ahead and pour that in and then we'll mix it. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get the flour. So we have 5 cups of white flour, 5 cups of wheat flour.
This might be messy, Mom.
I know, I'll use
Okay.
this and help. Okay, go ahead and start
Usually-
stirring. Gosh, it smells good, and there's no need to knead it.
That's why I asked
You don't
earlier.
need to.
That's why I asked earlier if we just dump it all in, because usually you have to slowly incorporate it.
So it gets to a point where it's just too hard to mix with the spoon, and then you just move it to your hands. You'll know. It's like...
Yeah.
So this is it for right now.
Perfect.
This is the bread. This is the dough.
Does it get bigger?
Yes! It's gonna be perfect.
Do you put a towel over it?
Towel, plastic wrap, whatever, just to keep it warm. Cool, so we'll just let it sit over here. That's it. A half an hour to let it rise, and then it should be doubled. Should we
I'm
check?
excited to see. Yeah, that looks good.
Yes! A little bit of flour on our hands.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. That's perfect.
Nice. Okay. So flour, and so we're just gonna take it and just kind of pinch it in half.
You want me to get messy this time? I see.
And then you just take it and kind of
Shape it.
like this. That's it. Note, always spray the pans and just put it in. Yeah. I like to kind of glump it together, I don't know, and then just plop it in.
Okay.
All right, so let's take this and put this in the cold oven.
Perfect.
350, it's the magical temperature. 1 hour.
All right.
That's it. Super easy.
Easy.
That's it.
I'm excited.
Done. High five, flour everywhere. Boom. So while the bread's in the oven baking, we have time. So let's make our spinach artichoke dip. And since I have 2 ovens, I'm gonna preheat the oven. Now, if you don't have 2 ovens, it's fine. It's fine. It just means you can just bake it later. It's fine. You turn it on to 400. I don't know if I said that. You turn it on to 400. So it's a half a cup of mayonnaise, 8 ounces of cream cheese. If it's not soft, that would be sad. So do you want to stir that together? So it's just a 14-ounce can of artichoke hearts. You can get it if it's like in water or oil. That really doesn't matter. It's the best part. So if you have like a can that's bigger, I think you're fine.
Do you mix it till smooth?
No, I don't think it'll ever get smooth.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and add everything else. So we're gonna put in a half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then 1 cup of mozzarella.
Does it have to be mozzarella?
No, I don't
Any
know.
cheese?
What if once a recipe enters your house, it's your recipe. Do whatever the heck you want with it. What if you do like a Gruyere or a Swiss?
That would be yummy.
Yummy.
True. But I think
Okay.
mozzarella would be good too.
You stir that. I'm gonna start cutting up the artichokes.
You are always cooking for people, for a ton of
my favorite.
groups. Yeah.
It's my
your service person, that's why.
Yeah, acts of
Right?
service. Yeah, it's my favorite thing. My mom always was making food, and after school, my friends would come over, and everyone would come over to my house because she would make homemade bread.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do the same thing for you guys too. All right, we're just gonna throw that in, and then just go ahead and cut that up as well.
I don't order spinach artichoke dip anywhere because it's just not as good.
No, I like it too. It's a simple, simple recipe. Once again, I think my favorite recipes are ones that are just simple, everybody can do. Good, it's mixed. So we just take it and let's put it into that dish. You know what, sometimes I put onions in with it too. Onions in it, it's really good.
So what's the most important part then?
Love.
Cream cheese.
Oh.
Love, you're right.
I like to have it evenly in there. So I find that you don't want the edges to burn. So what I try and do is scrape it down a little bit just so it's off the sides. So I like to put the spinach artichoke dip in a pretty dish, one that I'm gonna serve out of. And then I always kind of smooth it down just to make sure it cooks evenly. So you can just plop it in there, I guess. But I think smoothing it down is always a good idea. Let's just put it in the oven now. It's preheated to 400. You want to just stick it in? I'll open it for you.
Yep.
Nice. All right, guess what it smells like?
Bread? Let's do it.
Let's get it out of the oven, shall we? Oh, it's beautiful. Yay. Yes, 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 yes.
Looks good.
And then the spinach artichoke dip should be done too.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes. I'm salivating. Are you salivating?
Yes.
I'm ready to do
I
this. I actually like to brush the top with butter. I think that's lovely because it's also shiny.
Yes.
So here we go. We are done. We've got 2 beautiful loaves of bread. If you can be an adult and wait, maybe like 10 minutes so it doesn't burn you, you know?
Yeah.
But we're gonna do it anyway. Oh man. Check that out.
Yes, Steve. It looks delicious. You want to do some with honey butter and...
I do. Do you want the heel?
Sure.
The heel's the best. Let's cut up the heel. I'm just so excited. I love homemade bread. Perfect.
You probably want the crispy one, huh?
Maybe. Savory.
Yeah.
Savory goodness.
I don't even, because we put honey in the bread, but
It just tastes like home goodness. It's amazing.
I'm excited to make this because I definitely can.
Start to finish.
Thanks for teaching me.
Oh, thank you. Yum. We're at a local market in Utah. I mean, I do everything that I can to support small businesses for sure. We're making twice baked potato casserole. The first thing that we need for our recipe is potatoes. You can do reds or you can do golden. We're gonna do golden. We don't want the green ones. They look like sad little alien heads. We don't really want that. So we're gonna go with ones that are just more golden. So here we have all of the potatoes that we need for the casserole. The next thing we're gonna get are chives, fresh chives. If they don't have fresh chives, I guess you can do green onion. But for this recipe and really for potatoes, it's chives that you want. And we just need a bunch. If you can get fresh chives, definitely do. Oh, they're delicious. This now is all the fresh produce that we need for the twice baked casserole. The rest of the ingredients for it are at home already. So that's it, we're gonna go. Everybody loves, I don't know anybody who doesn't love twice baked potatoes. I love twice baked potatoes. But you know what I love even more? A twice baked potato casserole. So my lovely daughter Isabel is here to assist me because guess what? She also likes potatoes and casserole. This is true. So we're just gonna start at the very beginning and go all the way to the end because college students like you need to know how to do basic cooking to impress people.
Oh, I agree.
Okay, very cool. So first we're gonna just take olive oil and drizzle it on this pan. Then we're just gonna put the potatoes on it.
Okay.
And go ahead and take some of that salt and just pick it up in your fingers and sprinkle it on everything. And then I think it's really important to get our hands dirty and just kind of coat them like that. All right, so 375 for 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and put them in. Awesome.
Lovely.
Lovely, that's it.
Perfect.
So we're going to do a half a cup of butter and a half a block of cream cheese.
Okay.
I know, cream cheese.
Does that, we haven't tried that before. Is that usually?
Grandma Susan's recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, there we go. See, it's all soft. So everything's room temperature. The butter's room temperature, the cream cheese is room temperature. Go ahead and mix it together. We're gonna do the chives too with it. So it's just like a tablespoon of chives. Should we do our garlic and pepper in there too right now? Yes.
Oh, that smells good.
Does it? Oh, I sneeze.
You can smell the garlic.
Smell it.
Is there such thing as mixing it too much?
With this, no. No. Yes, when we put the potatoes in because we don't want rubber potatoes. That's disgusting.
Right.
Let's not do that. The potatoes have been in the oven for about 45 minutes, and we're just gonna check and make sure they're done, and hopefully they are because they smell really good. Let's see.
Wow.
Ooh, golden. Let's check these. We're gonna stab a knife in.
Oh, that was beautiful.
It's going in really easy. Oh yeah, okay, they're done. They're definitely done. So when the knife goes in easily, they're done. So you can see there's different sizes, but they still only took about 45 minutes. So we've already mixed this.
Okay.
We're just gonna take the potatoes and we're gonna put them in here. But then we're also gonna add the cheese. We've got 2 cups of cheese, 10 slices of bacon. Then we had a half a cup of half and half, but that's fun to say.
Half a cup of half and half.
A half a cup of half and half. We're just gonna put these in here, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna throw these in and you're gonna start showing me what those muscles can do. Oh, that's right.
Wow.
There's like a million casseroles that are absolutely delicious. And I guess I like this one just because the memory. We had like a family get together and Grandma Susan brought it over and it just tasted so good. How do you think it's working?
I think it's good.
Surprising, right?
Yeah.
I guess I just think that everything needs a memory, you know, associated with it. I think you can make this casserole literally for anybody and any time because it's gonna taste so freaking good. We're gonna add half of this half cup of half and half.
Rad.
I feel like this is easy too as far as casseroles go. right?
This?
It's not a pasta one. I think there's so many casseroles that are pasta.
You're right. I'm tired of the pasta ones.
Me too.
This is new and
And
exciting.
shepherd's pie, I'm over that.
Yeah, I'm over that.
Over
Or
that.
shepherd's pie when you could do twice baked.
I know.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, I think we're good. Let's just
Okay.
take this and put this in the casserole dish.
Okay.
So you can use any casserole dish. It doesn't matter. This is a cast iron, so you don't have to spray it first or anything. Besides, it's beautiful. And then it just goes in the oven again at 375 for like, I don't know, 25 minutes or so. That's why it kind of doesn't matter. So everything's gonna get cooked again. Everything's gonna get softened again. It's gonna have a nice, crunchy, beautiful golden brown layer on the top. It's gonna be amazing. Let's put it in the top oven. Perfect. You're so good, you're gonna cry.
And we just wait 25 minutes?
Just like this. So it should be like really nice and crispy around the edges. Let's see. Oh,
Delightful.
yeah. Okay. Perfect. So it is nice and crispy around the edges. That's beautiful. Let's go ahead and decorate it now.
Do we do hands or just throw it on?
I think we do hands. I don't know how much. Maybe we have like an amount of cheese.
An amount. Wonderful.
It was like a cup of shredded cheese.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it. Next,
Bacon.
bacon. And then we have chives, which are not green onions because that's insulting.
Why?
Because they're not green onions, they're chives.
Okay.
What about adding jalapenos in this?
Ooh!
Pepper jack cheese with jalapenos.
That would be delightful.
Basically, every time a recipe comes into your home, make it yours. Jalapenos and pepper jack. I think next time we're going to try with that.
I agree.
It'd be amazing.
I agree.
Wanna taste
Wonderful.
it?
Yes, let's do
Okay.
it. How does one serve this up?
You're just gonna scoop it out and put it on a plate. Yes. Perfect. That's great to taste. Okay, let's taste it.
Okay. Wait. Cheers.
Cheers.
It went everywhere. It was good.
See?
I remember a lot of like church functions we'd go to, they'd have casseroles. So a lot of childhood memories are surrounded by having casseroles in the meal.
Serves a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
We had like 12 potatoes.
Exactly.
If you wouldn't have turned them into a casserole, you could have fed 12 people.
Everyone
on
would
those
starve.
Everyone would definitely starve. Casseroles were necessary for big families.
I agree.
Definitely. So where would you rate this dish? Be honest, because I have no emotional attachment to food. You know this. I don't care.
Right.
Where'd you put this?
I would say an 8.5 or a 9.
I would say a solid 10 with jalapenos and pepper jack cheese.
I agree.
Solid 10. Ever since that's been in my head, I've been salivating.
that, I agree.
But I agree. 8.5, 9, definitely. Just because we put that in the air.
Love is in the air.
Sweet. Honestly, would you make this?
I would. It's easy.
Okay.
And I'm not great in the kitchen, so anything easy, I'm super love.
Anybody can make this,
I agree.
right?
Yeah.
Anybody, start to
Anybody.
finish. Success. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love pumpkin any time of year, honestly, but Janelle loves pumpkin too, and she's coming into town. So Truly and I are going to make her pumpkin roll. It's delicious, and everybody can make it. It's a super easy recipe. It's 3 eggs that we're gonna crack into this bowl. Okay, there's one. I'll do 2, you do the other one.
You don't trust me?
I do trust you.
Do you now? Oh God. Eggshell.
You did not. We're going to mix these for about 5 minutes. Mix this for a long time. You want them pale yellow, and then I'll show you the consistency as well. I believe we're done. So what we're looking for is a pale yellow, and it's really, really foamy and really, really bubbly.
Bubbly.
Then we're gonna add our sugar, our pumpkin, and everything directly into here. So Truly, we need 1 cup of sugar in here. We need 1 cup of pumpkin. Go ahead and do 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of pumpkin. Thanks, love. And then 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Interesting, huh? And then we mix this again. And then we're gonna take it out. You don't wanna mix this too much. So this is a cup of flour, and dump in a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, a tablespoon of cinnamon, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and dump it in. Nice. Okay, you wanna use that whisk and mix it together?
This is a fun whisk.
I
It's like
know.
ombre.
Yeah, it matches your dress. All right, you do
Oh,
that.
I just spilled.
You do that. I'm gonna put this in this bowl.
Never trust me in the kitchen.
I do trust you in the kitchen. You're amazing. Go ahead and dump this into here.
Yummy pumpkin-y goodness.
Do you want to stir that? Please. Okay, gently. You don't want to over mix this. You want it really light and fluffy. We have a jelly roll pan with parchment paper. You know the world is not made for left-handed people. I'm just telling you. Every time I watch you do stuff, I'm like, to be left-handed. So we're just gonna smooth this out so it's even. We want it evenly distributed. And then we'll put it in the oven and it only cooks for like 15 minutes. You wanna open the oven for me? The bottom oven. Thanks, babe. We'll just put it right in the middle.
It radiates heat.
Can you smell how delicious it is?
Oh yeah.
It's pulling away from the edges just a little bit, which is exactly what you want. And then we're gonna set it down. So it's pulling away. It's a little bit uneven and things like that. It's fine, no big deal at all. But this is another fun part. Okay, watch.
Every part is another fun part.
Remember how you were asking what the powdered sugar is for?
Yeah.
Go ahead and we're gonna scoop out some like this, and then you just kind of, we're gonna cover this towel with it. Go ahead, confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar. Go ahead and sprinkle it all over the towel. Do this part while it's warm, otherwise it's going to crack. Put it on here and just, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. Oh.
There's a lot more powdered sugar on there than I thought.
Midnight snack.
Watch when we lift it. Oh, there it is. I know. And now we just really carefully peel off the paper. Okay, we're going to now roll up the pumpkin roll.
Are you?
So you just roll up the end like this.
Do we need to put the cream in?
No.
Really?
No, what we do is we first of all make sure it's in the shape of a roll. So this is going to make it so it's in the shape of a roll. And while it's warm, you just roll it up. But first of all, what you have to do is cool it in this shape. And that's what's gonna make the roll shape. So you have to cool it in this shape on the counter, not in the fridge. Otherwise, once again, it could break and go flat. It can go flat if you put it in the fridge too fast.
No.
So we are going to let this sit on the counter for about an hour. We do have some lovely ingredients for the filling for the pumpkin roll. So there's 2 blocks of cream cheese, 8 ounces each, 2 cups of powdered sugar, a 1/4 cup of butter, so it's like a half a stick of butter, a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. I know, you can't get enough of pumpkin pie spice, ever.
How much do you have?
Pumpkin pie spice, never enough. And then vanilla, and it's a teaspoon of vanilla, but to be honest with you, we measure vanilla with love. Might end up with more, I don't know. Like room temperature cream cheese, for sure. And then our powdered sugar. So guess what, when you mix powdered sugar in with things, you have to be a little bit careful you don't make messes like I just did. And the butter, we're gonna mix it and start off really kind of slow.
One time I started mixing it fast while doing stuff like this. It went everywhere.
I know, I've done that so many times. I think every time I make anything, I make a little bit of a mess. All right, you wanna take that pumpkin pie spice? Because the world is just better with pumpkin pie spice. Yeah, put it
Especially
in.
when you making pumpkin pie stuff.
Yeah, and then we need a teaspoon of vanilla, or you can just pour it into the cap, whatever you would prefer. Perfect.
Oh.
That's great.
Yep.
Yes.
Dripped on my fingers.
That's okay. It's gonna be, do you smell it? Mmm, delicious. It's beautiful. I really could see you making this at like midnight.
Yeah,
Cool.
midnight.
So we're gonna take that spoon and we're going to fill up the piping bag. This was my favorite dessert when I was a kid. My mom used to make this for me, like for my birthday cake, this is what I got.
Really?
I love pumpkin roll. Okay.
It is cool.
It is cool. You put on a cooling rack, it cools faster. So now we very gently open it up. You wanna open it up?
Yes.
Take out the towel. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna leave that end folded in like that. But it didn't crack, it didn't break. It's like, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Okay, so we're gonna take this now and we're going to put it, because the more filling, the better, let's be honest. This original recipe, actually, we doubled the filling. We did. So we're just gonna start squishing it in here and then you roll it. So I'm gonna roll it and you're gonna do more. Do you wanna do this part?
Yes.
I'm sure.
I want to pipe it.
Okay, there you go.
And I am purposefully not being even. We want to get as much as possible.
Sure. So as we roll it, we roll it and it kind of gushes out. All right, so now it is done. So you can actually take this and wrap this up in plastic wrap and then allow the flavors just mix for
Can I
like
try it?
a day.
Can I try it?
Not yet. We're gonna go ahead and have it tonight. So Janelle's gonna come over tonight. And since her birthday already passed, we're kind of gonna do a pretend birthday party for her. And she doesn't know we're going to have pumpkin roll. She'll be very excited.
Oh,
because
that's
she loves pumpkin. And now we are just going to put this in the fridge and let it chill for an hour.
Yummy.
You gonna eat some of that?
Yes.
You know, I have to say this is my favorite batch of pumpkin roll that I've ever made. You were a blast.
Aww.
Really, seriously, you're amazing. You're fun. So just cut off the ends here.
And that means that I get to try it? Yes!
We won't tell anybody. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
God.
You want to do this part? Here, you should do that part.
Yes.
Okay, you do that part.
A plentiful amount.
Yes. Yes. You don't have to do that much. Okay. That's perfect.
Oh, I don't, do I?
Okay, and then the happy birthday for Janelle.
Happy birthday to
And then candles.
3, 2, 1. Clink. I honestly really, really love the pumpkin, and I usually do not like pumpkin.
Go on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janelle. Happy birthday to you. Oh well. Missed your birthday. Sorry. Happy birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Cool.
One of my favorite things, you know it. Yeah, thanks guys.
You guys, will you try it?
Yes, I
Okay,
do, for
perfect,
sure.
Perfect.
Thanks you guys so much. It's nice to be honored. Thanks guys.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Happy birthday.